Chelsea, welcome back. Welcome back to the Champions League, because that's what I learned today. Today was a moment where we have to look back. It's been so long since we've been in the Champions League, and now we had a real taste of what the Champions League is like. We were at the Conference League last year, playing teams I've never heard of. We made friends along the way. We can make one mistake here. We can make one mistake there. But when you're coming up against a team like Bayern Munich, forget even Bayern Munich, a striker like Harry Kane up front, you think you can make those stupid mistakes like we've done all game? Considering how great we played as well. That was not a 3-1 game. Rival fans, you can sit here and laugh. You can sit here and, talk your rubbish. But at the end of the day, I'm saying the facts. And that was not a 3-1 game. Not at all. We played well against Bayern Munich. I didn't think we would play that well, considering obviously the Allianz Arena, all I could see was red. I couldn't see any Chelsea fans there. I know there was an away side, obviously, but couldn't see it because they were waving their flags, they were loud, chanting, and where do I begin? Let me talk about the lineup. So, obviously, I didn't realise that this is the same lineup we went against PSG. So, theoretically, it's good. I wasn't happy with Reece James, obviously CDM, but like I said, if it's the PSG lineup, cool, fair enough. For me, Tosin and Chalobah. Now, Tosin is right-footed. Yeah, Tosin's right-footed, Chalobah's right-footed. So you got two right-footed centre-backs. Now, against Harry Kane, that is not what I want. We need a left centre-back. Left-footed centre-back. Cole was that, but obviously he's injured. And I don't know if Hato would have been the right decision to bring on Champions League against Bayern Munich. The last thing you want to do is put so much pressure on a young guy. And that I understand. But then why wasn't this solved during the summer? Did they not see this as a problem coming into the campaign, where this is the first Champions League campaign in so long? Did they not see this? No, clearly not. But apart from that, I think this was our strongest lineup. Obviously, for me, I would rather have seen Esteval start, but I get it. The magnitude of the game, I understand. Cool. Game started, kicked off. Okay. It's looking a bit end-to-end. Bayern Munich keeping possession. Chelsea keeping a bit of possession. Cool. For me, there was two players I would worry about today. Harry Kane, Michael Olise. Gnabry, come on, man. 2025 Gnabry, come on, man. He should be in Al Nassr. I see him at Al Nassr. Luis Diaz, he's always going to cause issues, but let's be real. It's alright. Kimmich, Pavlovic, Lima, Upamecano, Tar, Stanisic, Manuel Neuer. Generally for me, Kimmich obviously brings the experience. Everyone else, it's alright. Nothing special. But I thought Harry Kane and Olise is going to cook. Olise, I'm a huge fan of. But today, he's shown what he can do on the big stage. Absolutely world class. And the craziest thing is, I was like, okay, we've got Cucurella. And he would either have him in his back pocket or Olise will absolutely cook him. And I can't lie. I thought Cucurella did well against him. He did so well up until the point where the free kick came in. Free kick came in, and look, I'm not making excuses. The brother, I think it was Kimmich or Lema, kicked the ball at the referee. It was drop ball. Boom. Plays it wide to Olise. 1v1. Who's against Olise? João Pedro, our striker. Against the toughest dribbler in their team. 1v1. Long day. Plays a beautiful ball in. Tosin, I think, doesn't anticipate it. Goes past him. Chalobah sees it late. Tries to clear it. Boom. Own goal. Unfortunate for Chalobah, I can't lie. But the fact that João Pedro was 1v1 with Olise, just unfortunate. Unfortunate. It was a stupid goal to concede, but we conceded it. 1-0. What was it? 20th minute. Cool. Minor. That's calm. Keep your head up. Keep pushing. Then, time went on. Again, end to end. We created some chances. Enzo Fernandez should have scored. By the way, Enzo Fernandez today, wallahi, oh my God. I don't know. Enzo Maresca must have been blind today. Must have forgot his contacts or something, because I can't lie. The fact that he played so long, he came off in the 81st minute. He should have, at the very least, 60th. Very least. But Enzo Fernandez should have scored. Should have been 1-1, cool, whatever. And then Caicedo. Again, Caicedo being Caicedo. I thought it was a little bit soft, but it was enough contact for Harry Kane to go down into the penalty box, and that is a penalty. And my prediction before the game was, if anyone's going to score, it's a Harry Kane penalty. And guess what? He tucked it away. Sent Robert Sanchez the opposite way, and there you go, it's 2-0. But then again, it's the 27th minute. You got time. You know, we can come back 2-2, and that's not too bad. If not, we can be cheeky and go for 3-2. It's calm. And then, obviously, halftime comes. Halftime comes. I'm gutted. I'm fuming. Because the way that we've been playing does not replicate the score. 2-0. 2-0 does not show how we showcased today. We're actually playing well. And the thing is, what I would have done personally, obviously, it's hard to say because you don't want to change the momentum of the game. But for me, Pedro Neto, I thought was, could have done better. I thought Lemar did well. And who was the other guy? Lemar and Bowie came on. I can't lie, had him on lock. So Enzo Maresca did the right thing to make that change. Taking off Pedro Neto. Taking off Reece James, which I thought was, questionable. Because I would rather have Reece James instead of Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez today was shocking. The passes, shocking. He was a ghost. Like today, you could say everyone played their part to a certain degree. But Enzo Fernandez just weren't there today. And I couldn't believe he played until the 81st minute. Genuinely, I couldn't believe it. But Pedro Neto came off and made the perfect substitutions, in my opinion. Garnacho and Andre Santos. But to bring on Estevao in the 81st minute took too long. Should have removed Enzo Fernandez sooner. I couldn't believe it personally. But then again, go back to the score. 2-0 at this point. Then Cole Palmer. Beautiful run. An absolute beautiful run. Plays it to Malo Gusto. Sets him up nicely. Top corner. Ice cold Palmer. As you expect. Everyone doubts him. Champions League nights. This is what he's made for. He's a Champions League world-class player. We know that for sure. And at that point I had hope. It's 2-1. We still got this. Easily. And then there was an offside decision. Offside or goal kick, whatever it was. And they were replaying the offside. Next thing you know, Harry Kane threw and goal. Boom. 3-1. I'm there thinking, the hell? How did this ball go in? What the hell happened? Is there offside? Is there a foul? Surely there's something. Robert Sanchez screaming, shouting at Malo Gusto. Because Malo Gusto took the worst touch on planet Earth. The worst touch. And again, another stupid goal to concede. How can we concede 3 stupid goals? And again, it cost us. It cost us the game. And by the 3rd goal, even though it was the 63rd minute, their heads were down. Their heads were down. And it was going to take a lot to bring that back. And I'll be honest with you. Today, we saw who was world class and who wasn't world class. Today, it has shown us that Cole Palmer, world class. By the way, another shout out as well. João Pedro today. Again, I want to dive into João Pedro. Because I can't lie. For me, personally, I don't see him as a number 9. Like, the way that this guy was dribbling, creating, dropping in deep. Like, it's more Harry Kane-esque. But the thing is, I think he's got a bit more than Harry Kane. Because Harry Kane is a bit slow. João Pedro isn't that slow. So I feel like he brings more than Harry Kane in that aspect. So I wouldn't play him as a number 9. I would play him as a 10. But then, if we're playing João Pedro as a 10, who's going up front? I mean, we can't put Pedro Neto up front. We can't put Tyreek George up front against Bayern Munich. And surely, I am not putting Mark Guiu up front. Mark Guiu, who we sent to Sunderland on loan to get some minutes, to, boost his ego. He's a championship player at the moment. That's what he is. And if you thought that we were going to start Mark Guiu, you lost your mind. So obviously, no Liam Delap. I don't see João Pedro as a striker. I think he's better in the 10. I think he's better at playmaking. And now we've got a problem there. We've got a problem that the Chelsea board did not clearly see. Because we needed we needed a striker or a striker alternative. Like, this is where Nicholas Jackson would be good. I can't lie. Came on 90th minute. Would have been nice to have Nicholas Jackson, no? Yes, he misses 1 or 2 chances. I can't lie. Maybe it would have been nice. But, yeah. That's a problem there. Another problem that we have as well. Centre-backs. Again, back to what I was saying. A left-sided centre-back is what we needed. I've been screaming Bastoni. I know it's crazy. Call me crazy. But I feel like Bastoni will be class. Just, we spent so much. The thing is, that's a world-class player there. I don't mind spending so much on a world-class player. But if you're spending 55, 65 million on Gittins, then it's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. We buy left wingers, and again, no disrespect to Garnacho, because he did okay when he came on. But then again, I didn't expect anything from him. But we bought left wingers, 2 left wingers, and they're not even great wingers. Let's be real. Like, Esteval, we're loving him because he's baby Neymar. He's bringing so much. He's the closest thing that the Premier League's got to Lamine Yamal. But what does Garnacho bring? What does Gittins bring? This is where the uncomfortable conversations come in. And again, we've only got very, very few world-class players. Caicedo, Cucurella, Cole Palmer. I wouldn't say João Pedro as of yet. Of course not. It'll be stupid. But, yeah. I mean, obviously, Reece James. But then again, Reece James wasn't playing right back. Gusto did alright. But until that point where that touch let him down. Well, one person I want to give a huge shout out to, I can't lie, is Robert Sanchez. Today, if it weren't for Cole Palmer, Robert Sanchez would have been the best player. Because I can't lie. He made some incredible, incredible saves. And I did make that prediction that he would be the most improved player in the Prem. The most improved player. And again, he's starting to show it. Like, he's made the most saves percentage-wise. And you can clearly tell that, look, Chalobah may have been right. I'll be real. Might have to put my hand up and say, my bad. Like I said, I turned a new leaf. It's been a bit shaky, but today, he was world class. Could have been 4, could have been 5, could have been 6. If it weren't for Robert Sanchez. I can't lie. But I feel bad for him because, obviously, look at FootMob, 6'9". He deserved better. Yes, he conceded 3 goals, but trust me, it wasn't his fault. Not at all. I would not blame him. Not one bit. But yeah. Great performance. Disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Pissed. Angry. That is how I feel right now. And the funniest thing is, the ironic thing is that I mocked Arsenal yesterday. I mocked them for having a bad performance but getting the result. And yet we have a good performance and not get a result. But, hey, look how the turntables, eh? But yeah, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys subscribe. It's only the first game. I mean, we were the underdogs, let's be real. And in the Champions League, I believe we have Benfica next, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, after Manchester United, it would be, Benfica. It would be Benfica. So we got Manchester United, then Lincoln in the EFL Cup, Brighton at home, and then Benfica at home as well. Which we might see a return of Jose Mourinho. But, yeah, devastating loss. Absolutely devastated. But, yeah. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me at all my socials for daily content. And, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the Hate Watch, man. Love and guidance, man. Take care and peace.